All right, so welcome back everyone. So let's continue with task 3 here. Again, as always, you have 1 minute to do task 3. Let's concentrate and go, everyone. Let's go. Time is up now, but you can always take extra time if you need it. So task 3 is about air pollution, as you see, as a serious environmental problem, all right? So air pollution is often caused by emissions. So in order to be able to answer this question, actually you need the word emission or emit. So emit is a verb and it means release, actually, release or let go into the atmosphere. All right. So emit means release, but what do we usually it's used in environmental contexts, everyone. So you emit gases, you let go gases, or factories emit gases, or carbon dioxide, right? You emit, or factories emit carbon dioxide. So from here, we have the word emissions. So all the substances that factories and other places let go or release into the atmosphere. So these are verbs, and emission is a noun actually. So what kind of emissions are we talking about here? We're talking about industrial emissions, and exhaust. Again, what kind of exhaust are we talking about? Vehicle exhaust, right? Exhaust is again all these gases that are released from the vehicles. So exhaust is again gases, right? And the burning of fossil fuels. This one was easy, okay? All of them, all of these are actually pollutants, right? So what's the meaning of a pollutant then? Pollutant is a noun, okay? And everything, all the substances, all right? All the substances, all the substances or materials, all the substances or materials that pollute the environment. So here we're talking about usually when you're talking about gases or actually plastics, you use the word pollutant. So here we're talking about emissions, exhaust, burning of fossil fuels. These are all pollutants, everyone. For this reason, our answer here is actually these. So these pollutants release, let go, emit harmful particles. Uh, you would like to say in the atmosphere, but since you're talking about an action, releasing particles in the atmosphere, but there's an action there, okay? So into is the best option, okay? So releasing particles into the atmosphere, which can lead to, or which can cause, or which can lead to respiratory. Now, here, Respiratory is a difficult vocabulary item, okay? So respiratory means breathing related, okay? Anything that's related to breathing. So your breathing, it's respiratory, all right? So respiratory or breathing related diseases, right? So breathing problems and other health problems. So here, the word problem was a clue, okay? If it's a problem, it's a common word to, it's a close word to the word disease, okay? Disease and problem. All right. Governments and organizations are now doing what? They are developing, right? Developing, developing stricter regulations, right? Regulations. So actually the word regulation and law is a more general umbrella term, but still they are very close to each other. So they are developing, they are now making stricter regulations, harsher regulations in order to reduce emissions. So what's the meaning of reduce again? Reduce means actually decrease, right? So decrease or bring down, all right? So in order to bring down emissions or decrease emissions, they are developing stricter regulations. I hope you learned a lot and you practiced, okay, your English. Now, let's again take a deep breath, get prepared, and we will move on to task 4 if you are ready. All right. So this is the key as you see here, all right? And task 4. Please concentrate, everyone. Here's our timer. Let's begin. All right, time is up, everyone. This is again on environment, okay? Simply because environment is a very common topic in the Toefl exam, everyone. It's very common. For this reason, we have a lot of environment related to reading texts, okay? So, and this time it's about water shortages. Water shortages are becoming more common in many parts of the world. Here, the reasons for the problem are discussed. So, first one is very easy. Climate change, okay? Climate change, uh, growth. What growth? Population growth. When population grows, water becomes a problem, of course, right? And resource management. Now, people, we're talking about problems here. Resource management is not a problem, but this we need a problem here. For this reason, you simply have poor. So poor resource management is a problem. Strong resource management is a strength. Of course, it's a good thing. All right. So climate change, population growth, and poor resource management all contribute to the problem. So contribute to something means contribute to something means add to something or increase the value of something, increase the value of something. But be careful, everyone. Contribute to something does not always mean something negative. All right. So it doesn't always mean something positive. So it doesn't have to be always positive. As you can see, it's a negative thing here. All right. These all contribute to the problem. They all add to the problem. They all increase the problem. All right. In some regions, in some areas, in some places, right? In some regions, something and lakes. So something parallel to lakes. Lake is a water body, everyone. So what kind of water are we looking for? Rivers and lakes. So something parallel. Rivers and lakes are drying up, are drying up. Interesting, drying is written like this, so there's no drop of Y, all right? So drying is written like this. They are drying up, and communities struggle to find safe drinking water. Of course, you're talking about water here, so drinking water would be the best answer that goes here. Now, here we have the word struggle to do something. Okay, struggle to do something might be a little difficult for some of you guys. Okay, struggle to do something means have difficulty, have difficulty doing something. Okay, have difficulty doing something or struggle to do something. So here the same sentence would go something like this: communities have difficulty finding safe drinking water. So communities have difficulty finding safe drinking water. As you can see, have difficulty doing something, struggle to do something. Very useful to use in your writings, okay? Now, international organizations are working to improve infrastructures. Now, they are doing something positive for the environment, okay, for the people. They are working to improve infrastructure. Now, the word infrastructure might be a little difficult for some of you guys, okay? So, infrastructure, actually, everything. So, infrastructure is all the facilities and how they are built that make communities or people's lives easier. Okay, so infrastructure is, for example, the electricity structure, okay, water structure, and I don't know, roads, bridges, etc. These all make people's life easier. And all of them combined is a country's infrastructure. Some countries have very strong infrastructure, okay? So they provide electricity, water, they have good roads, good bridges that help people's lives. So their infrastructure is strong or effective. Some countries or some regions have poor infrastructure, which means they cannot provide electricity, water, etc. to or internet. Okay, internet is part of infrastructure. Okay, so it's a very beautiful vocabulary item, and interestingly, infrastructure is uncountable. So you don't say infrastructures. No, infrastructure. Good infrastructure, effective infrastructure, or poor infrastructure. Okay. And promote sustainable water. This one was easy. Use. Okay. So promote sustainable water use. Okay. Oh, one last thing. It's just a reminder. Again, without careful planning, future generations may face even greater difficulties. So face is a very common word, everyone. Verb, actually. Face, what do you face? You face your difficulties. You face problems, okay? You face challenges. So it's a very common, so people face serious challenges when they start a new job. People face serious challenges when they start a new job. Please, everyone, use this vocabulary item in your writings, okay? It's a beautiful vocabulary item. All right. Let's take a break here, and after the break, come back here and we will continue with timed practice 5 together. See you after the break.